This TTArtisan 25mm f2 is a beautifully designed and polished manual lens for APS-C sensor coverage. Today I'm taking a close look at this budget-friendly lens from Micro Four Thirds system perspective. Lots of sample images in this video, hope you enjoy them. First of all, it is a very compact lens. The size is very much in line with Micro Four Thirds system compact philosophy. Sits perfectly on any Micro Four Thirds cameras, especially those small tiny ones like my GX800 here. However, the weight is surprisingly heavy for such a tiny lens due to its full metal build. It has a weight around 166 to 189 grams as listed on TTArtisan's official website. On GX800, a tiny body that weighs only 269 grams on its own, it feels a little bit front heavy. The focus ring and aperture ring are nicely arranged on this very limited piece of real estate on this lens, with focus ring taking up the majority of the space, allowing your hand to find it comfortably without looking during shooting. The aperture ring is very thin, but the gear in front is unmistakable to the touch of your hand. I'd say the physical design is perfectly on point given how small the lens is. 10 out of 10 for body design in my book. The white color marking on the lens applies a font that resembles Leica font, not exactly the same, but very close at a glance. Personally, I think it's a very elegant look. Total look and design of this lens is just fantastic. Really stands out from the crowd of many third-party manual lenses. Let's talk about the specs versus price. This is undoubtedly one of the best value for money lens you can get. Lots of APS-C shooters are praising this lens in their reviews I see on YouTube, and that's no exception for a Micro Four Thirds shooter like me. 25mm is actually perfect 15mm full-frame equivalent focal length, giving it the most popular, most useful prime lens field of view. You can never go wrong with having one of these primes. f2 aperture is nothing flashy, especially if you look at the aperture from most other budget Chinese manual lenses. They often go for very bright aperture from f1.8 to f1.4, 1.2, even 1.0. This lens goes in completely another direction. Instead, it really prioritizes the compactness and image quality over an eye-catching, marketable aperture number, which is a brilliant decision on part of TTArtisan. Really got out of the old pattern and truly made something practical and enjoyable. Yet the price of this lens is extremely low, one of the lowest among all prime lenses. I got this for 75 euros on Amazon in Europe, and it's listed about $55 in the US before tax, I think. Now, if you thought the cheapest lens would have a poor image quality, you would be right 99% of the time, but this is the 1% scenario where you would be wrong. This lens is actually tack sharp on wide open f2 aperture. Again, thanks to the uncompromising design and humble f2 aperture choice, we get an extremely useful quality of image from wide open f2 already. If you nail the focus, the part in focus really is brilliantly sharp. You can go for a shallow depth of field look to your heart's content, knowing that the image quality is never compromised or discounted. In street and landscape setting, I tend to shoot at f5.6 to f8 to ensure everything is in focus. Again, brilliant sharpness across the frame. I've done brick wall test and the result is yes, sharp everywhere. Now I have to mention a little complaint of mine, and perhaps the only complaint I have about this lens. The infinity focus is a little bit poorly calibrated. Previously I shot up with a TTArtisan's 35mm f1.2. Despite the image quality not being the best at wide open f1.2, the lens actually gets pretty sharp at f5.6, and putting focus ring to infinity, you will get everything in focus, which makes shooting so easy on the go. You don't need to fumble the focus for each shot, just point and shoot, and it's always sharp, always in focus. Now with this TTArtisan 25mm, it's a little bit different. The optimal focus distance is actually just a bit over 3 meter marking on this lens. If you focus at infinity, everything will be out of focus. I don't know if it's possible to calibrate. Every time I shoot, I always have to check my focus ring position and put it just over 3 meter marking, and then shoot. This adds an extra step that is rather unnecessary if it was engineered perfectly like the TTArtisan 35mm f1.2. While the focus ring is smooth and nice to rotate, it is really impossible to keep its position at over 3 meter marking perfectly without accidentally bumping it. Truly a shame for a near perfect lens. Now, since I mentioned the usability of the focus ring, let's talk about the aperture ring. It has a subtle click between each half or full stop. Very pleasant to use. Never had an issue accidentally changing it between shoot, so I'm very happy with it. In conclusion, I think it's a very exceptionally well-made lens. that I didn't think could exist in the realm of cheap third-party manual lenses, TTArtisan really made the best decision keeping this lens f2 only, and not to chase blindly after ever wider aperture and more impressive f-numbers. Focusing more on quality and usability will definitely win over more fans. 9 out of 10 lens for me, and the 1-point penalty come from the focus ring infinity focus issue. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to show some support for the channel. Any purchase via Amazon affiliate link in the description would help a lot. Thank you and see you next time.